if you trouble the poor, I am going to trouble you.
Both physically and spiritually. Right?
Whether you want it spiritually, and in fact, as a matter of fact, I'm not afraid of any native talking.
So Ogechi is not. She's not married.
She's not married because a married woman cannot just put up the camera on the internet and abuse hell out of people. That's really why the husband would just. I think she has a houseboy.
Oh.
So are you an ex-convict?
It is the court that pronounces people to be an ex-convict man. Mm-hmm. I've never been a convicted person before. And before people say things, I expect them to go and verify. But let me go this way. She talked about making me lose the election because of her utterances over the internet. That's a big lie. That's a big lie. Even the current governor of Imo State cannot stop me from winning the election.
Wow.
Now, for me, I see something like a being as tall as the Zuma Rock. But inside is as large as the whole world. Something, believe me, there must be an experience or something happened and I had an encounter that gave me the experience on how to put even you into the bottle.
But it's not me, Sha. It's not us, Sha.
It's not.
Just that other experiment, Sha. Some other experiment, but not us inside the bottle.
Yes.
I think we should leave this part of this.
It's
this
beginning
because
stir up reactions.
Before we
Are you
get
serious?
Yeah, but I'm trying.
The podcast where we talk about everything that matters, everything in between, breaking chairs, breaking tables. Of course, we make sense and educate. We share insights and we clear the air concerning any online or internet saga going on based on whatever I know will interest you. So on this podcast today, I am not alone in the studio. I'm with very amazing personalities right here. And I'm so excited to introduce them. Well, on my right, I have
Queen VI, your royal voice on the airwaves.
the royal voice on the airwaves. And by my left,
I am Princess Annabelle,
the Shah.
aka the Shra Princess.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, earlier we had J-Pack, and it was a very beautiful moment and engaging conversation we had with him. But today, we have the very delectable. Ladies and gentlemen, you ready to see this man? Well, I'm talking about Governor Eziokwu. Governor, how are you doing today?
I am fine, thank you.
You're looking good, by the way. What's with the black and white?
Always you look young.
Governor.
Welcome.
Eziokwu, how are you?
I am fine.
Welcome
thank
to
you.
the Governor TV. We're
Welcome.
happy to have you.
Thank you.
You look amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
Okay.
I
So,
look
Governor,
like you.
oh, does he?
I look like you.
Does he?
I think it's quite a coincidence that we are having Governor Eziokwu and the Governor TV.
TV. Wow, what a beautiful
That's right.
coincidence. We love that. Thank you for coming. Well, I want to ask you, what's with the Governor Eziokwu? You know what Eziokwu is in English? Is the truth teller. So, what's with who is Governor Eziokwu? Why do you go by the name Governor Eziokwu? Are you a truth teller? Talk to us. What's going on?
Okay. Actually, my name's Honorable Prince Madabuchi.
Oh,
That's my original name.
Okay.
But, situation gives people names in Africa. And people call you according to what you do. That man that produces caskets. Gradually, they stop calling you Namdi, Ifani, Vitalis. They start describing you by the things you do.
okay.
It is biblical. The woman with the issues of blood. So I woke up one morning and I gathered the concept of going about recovering debts for people,
Okay.
helping people to recover their monies.
Okay.
And some time ago, I demonstrated the strength around Okija Shrine. When one of the chief priests there decided to take a woman's 3-point-something million naira without giving her the money back. So I went there, did my things, went there with some placement, and God helped us. We were able to recover the money. So the name went viral. Governor Eziokwu, all the people's governor. As a matter of fact, people expect me to be more active, more than very dark man. All over the social media.
Really? In that line.
At least if we share something, come on, dark.
I actually started before very dark man. Yes, ask everyone. And I think I can say this for free. I've recovered close to 40 million naira for people.
Wow.
And I say the truth, it doesn't matter who is involved. That's the reason
So
for
do you
that.
have commissions? Do they come back to pay, show gratitude?
Actually, each time I recover money, sometimes they pay into my own account and I decide to give it back to the person, to the rightful owner of the money without taking any percentage. And that's why that name is still there, Governor Eziokwu.
Well, I am actually interested to know, yes, you do this for all these people. What's the reason behind it? Have you ever been a victim?
Yeah.
So tell us.
Experience comes in Africa when, in fact, you make your choice.
Okay.
You choose your fight. All right? So I had wanted to be a lawyer, of which I will surely do that,
Definitely.
as God
I
lives.
see why you're putting on white and black.
And as a matter of fact, I'm a troublemaker. I like making trouble for the weak. I like making trouble to defend the less privileged.
I can't speak.
Okay, so I think that's supposed to be a positive trouble.
Yes, I don't just make trouble. Since I came in here, I believe I've not slapped anyone.
I hope you
mustn't
don't. I
slap
hope you
anyone
don't.
before- Spark of trouble.
Okay, so this is you making positive trouble, more like helping the poor, anyone that troubles the poor.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so please, it's not like
If you trouble the poor, I am going to trouble you.
Both physically and spiritually, right?
Whether you want it spiritually, and in fact, as a matter of fact, I'm not afraid of any native doctor in the whole world.
Speaking of you not being afraid of any native doctor in the whole world, we have people who call you magician online.
Yeah, like me, some people call me the Shanamite. And that is so spiritual. All my friends, just go to somewhere and type the Shanamite, even in Google, you see my face. So that is a very big dream, and God brought it to reality. But I'm not going to say much to that. I was born premature. And you should know something is close to that. So a lot of people believe me to be a magician due to the things I do. You see me walk into shrines, right?
Yes.
Destroy it and go. And you see pastors do the same thing. Have you imagined some pastors could still do the same thing I do and you meet them in club at night? So I use my life to preach to people. Okay? You see me as a magician because I use those things to teach. If you check my page, you see where because of the social media, I just want to use the language here. You see me get a bed, ngaboya. I know I have to use ngaboya because if you say kill, the Facebook is not going to take it on YouTube. So you see me sometimes, Njaka ngaboya, tia nili, liea. So after some hours, I bring back the chicken. I just open the grave back again, and you see a live chicken there. Yeah, so the reasons for that is this. It came to pass when a certain native doctor around Nugu Ezike, to bury himself alive. I don't know if you saw that video online.
Okay.
And later claimed he woke up after some days. So that's a mere magic. I had to use this little way because I don't want to exchange my body to the grave in challenge to Jesus Christ and his authority. So for me to pay that respect to Jesus, I don't want to challenge him because I know he is real. So I had to use a different thing to teach. That I performed the same magic. God sent me only for a particular purpose, to expose certain the works of darkness, and that was why I did so. So when people believe me to be a magician, I made a mistake. I would have come here with one bottle, ask people. Sometimes you see me put cross in the bottle, you see me put egg, you see me put spoon in the bottle. So those are things I do, like I practice spiritisms, and I'm not going to use it to harm anyone.
But then again, you just mentioned Jesus. You just mentioned Jesus.
Yes.
Do you go to church? Are you a Christian?
I was born a Christian.
But do you go to church?
I go to church once in a while.
Do you visit shrines?
No, I don't visit shrines.
Do you have one?
I don't. I have something bigger than shrine.
What could be bigger than the shrine?
Believe me, there are heads of principalities and powers, and that's where I belong to. So if you know God to be the head of principalities and power, that's where I belong to. If you are not Boni person and you believe that your Boni is the head of principalities and power, put me there, that's where I belong to.
Wouldn't that be a conflict of your belief system? People will be like, are you here and there?
Like,
because there's no relationship between God and this other side. It's more like two sides.
There is.
The Bible.
Yeah, it is in the Bible. I read the Bible more than you. The Bible says And the evil spirit from the Lord came upon Saul. Evil spirit from the Lord, which means God has some evil spirit in his custody.
That's just the context. It was just more like God being angry with Saul.
Then he released an evil spirit from him upon Saul.
It's more like God just chose to punish Saul.
Where did he get those
He
things
just
from?
chose to punish him. And then, Bible people just put that word, evil spirit, and then we're reading it.
Now,
some of those things are not really contextual.
Do I call you? Are you a native doctor or a man of God?
I am son of the great Shanamite that lives amongst the angels.
Wow.
Come again. The great what?
I always say this thing on the internet. I am son of the great Shanamite that lives amongst the angels.
Okay,
Shanamite.
so there is a Shanamite that lives amongst the angels that we are not aware of.
Maybe you don't know. Maybe you come close. If not for one thing, I should have shown you. The moment I said the Shanamite, my skin changes. I
Wow.
kept showing it on the internet. So maybe I don't want to add more fears to.
We wish
That's
to
so
see.
creepy.
We really wish to see.
I just got goosebumps right now.
I am inquisitive to actually see his skin change.
A lot of conflicts
I do
right
it.
here.
I actually do it on the internet.
Can
I
you
do it on
do
live
it for
camera.
us? I
But
would
I
love
can't
to
off
see.
my shirt here.
Okay.
We don't
But I
even
can
mind,
do
but
it.
So there is a glow.
You just talked about ghost people, right?
Yes.
And the moment I sing, trust me, you're going to feel that more ghost pimple here, and everyone here will feel the
Can
same.
we change this?
Okay. No. Stay. I like my position. But I'm interested in this. It's more like someone is asking right now.
Okay.
The son of the Shanamite, and that the person dwells with the
Amongst the
angels.
angels.
Amongst the
Amongst the angels. Is it like part of the 24 elders and then the angels, as in?
it depends on your belief, because while I had this encounter with a being, okay, it is written in the Bible also. The Bible talked about it in Revelation chapter 13. It said, and a beast proceeded out of the water with eyes all over the body. Okay, it was talking about something. It could be computer, but because John the beloved then happens to be, he didn't go to school as at then. He never obtained the best of education. So his way of describing things may look like a spirit. You understand?
Okay.
But I want to ask you one question. Why did they say that spirit, that beast, proceeded out of the water in Revelation chapter?
That's like a question that we'll have to go and do a research and find out why.
Okay. Now, for me, I see something like a being as tall as the Zuma rock. But inside is as large as the whole world. And where it speaks, communicates to me. That's why something, believe me, there must be an experience or something happened and I had an encounter that gave me the experience on how to put even you into the bottle.
But it's not me, Sha. It's not
It's
us, Sha.
not.
Just that other experiment, Sha. Some other experiment, but not us inside the bottle.
Yes.
I think we should leave this part of this.
It's beginning to stir up
before
reactions.
we get
serious.
Yeah, but I'm trying to just hold it like, no, it's not real. But then
even though I have a question, I'm just going to ask you straight up. So, is this being greater than God?
God is God, and God is the being I'm talking about. But it depends on your own God. Some people have
God is the
padlock.
being, but
He wants to play on our
okay, so
intelligence.
let's not do that, because right now you are talking about a different person. And then you talk about God. You say the dwells amongst the angels.
Some people has padlock as their own God. So I don't know the God you're talking about.
Your own.
We just asking your own right now,
God.
because you say that this particular being, that you being the son of the Shulamite, that you dwell and you visit with him, and this particular being dwells amongst the angels.
Can
And
I
we
show you
already
the being?
know.
yes, please.
Okay,
Can I
so
show it to
I'm
you?
sure she's interested. I'm not interested.
Yes, please.
Can I step in?
Bring him on. Please
All
bring
right.
him on if you can.
Going forward, Governor Eziokwu, is it true that you are an ex-convict?
Says who?
Somebody said something. There's this post with someone saying you're an ex-convict. Is it really true?
Who says so? Oge Chokike Njaka or
Okay,
I think there was this tag, yes, with her.
You know who
When
we're
she-
talking
well,
about.
There's this somebody. We just
You
want
know-
to keep her a little bit
Okay,
anonymous.
okay,
Or
okay,
him.
okay.
and that it made you lose your elections. I also heard that you contested for councillorship chairman.
Chairman.
in,
So are you an ex-convict?
it is the courts that pronounces people to be an ex-convict or a convict man. I've never been a convicted person before. And before people say things, I expect them to go and verify. But let me go this way. She talked about making me lose election because of her utterances over the internet. That's a big lie. That's a big lie. Even the current governor of Imo State cannot stop me from winning elections in Imo State.
Wow.
That's a challenge. Do you know why I say so?
Why?
Because the past election, they did not bring electoral materials to Ngobala. If they had done so, trust me, it's only God that can stop the dead from voting me,
Whoa.
including the dead.
Are you certain about this? Because this is supposed to be alleged. Are you saying on good authority that there was nothing brought to Ngobala?
No electoral materials came to Ngobala.
And that's why you lost?
No, I didn't lose any election because elections
They
never
didn't
held.
they didn't conduct.
They didn't hold any elections.
So you're
in
saying that there
Ngobala.
was no election in Ngobala?
There was no elections in Ngobala.
So if they bring everything required for election to Ngobala, you definitely will win and no other person
I
will
say that
oppose.
will win, including Hope Uzodinma, even if he comes in person.
Okay.
Grassroots support, 100%.
Yes. So let me still go back to the other side of the lady you talked about here, Ogechoke Kenjaka, who could just wake up one morning and start alleging something on people innocently. She woke up some time ago. She had an argument online. I never knew what happened. Actually, she started alleging things on even Harris and Nishu, the popular human rights activist.
Yes.
She equally went as far as alleging things on someone like Ifanyoba. The moment Ifanyoba passed on,
Late.
she started,
So rest in
calling,
peace.
tagging Senator Patrick Ifanyoba to be a homo, a gay
Yes, we heard that.
on the internet. So who has she not tagged? Okay, right now she's talking about coming back to Nigeria. Can I ask you a question? Somebody who once used an account to get monies from people, raise funds from people in the name of IPOB, and at the end of the day, she's not talking about she being a Nigerian, but you were once a Biafran, according to your utterances on the internet. So how come you want to come back to Nigeria again to talk
Which
about
Nigeria?
you being a Nigerian? She's doing all of these things because she knows she cannot come back to Nigeria. I put this to you straight, and upon this video, that she can never come to the territory of Nigeria.
Of this country.
Not now, not tomorrow, not anytime soon. And those people telling her, giving her the courage to come back here, will end up roasting her just like a piece of corn. That's the promise.
So, okay, I want to know, yes, she can't just wake up one morning like that and start dragging you on the internet. Have you had any personal beef with her? You offended her or you said something about her?
Oh, yeah. From the little I know, there is one man, they call him Wagwata Motors. On the internet, I've recovered monies from Wagwata up to 2 or 3 times. No, I've recovered up to 3 times or 4 times from Wagwata. People, Nigerians who paid him for cars. He never delivered. So when the complaints were being brought to my table like this, I had to drag him on the internet because after calling him on the private, he never showed up. So I had to come up on the internet to drag him. So Wagwata went and lobbied Ogechi Okekenjaka. Next thing, Ogechi came up on the internet and started saying that I am wrong. While I've recovered nothing less than close to 20 million naira from Wagwata, and I have evidences to this.
Oh my God.
So there's another man who brought a case of about 16 or 17,000 US dollars. He equally took from this Nigerian. So I came up on the internet and passed my usual warning. I'll first put up a short video warning you to comply. And those who knows you should call it to order. He never complied. So I made another video. Ogechi now called me and said, why are you dragging Wagwata here? Because Wago must have lobbied her. This is the way she does on the internet. She has never started any fight of her own before. As far as I know. So the next thing, she started dragging me. Within 2 or 3 weeks, I became an ex-convict before.
Wow.
You just
Is
say
that
you
how
became
the name
an
came?
ex-convict.
Oh my God.
I became an ex-convict before
Before
her demo.
Ogechi herself.
So let's be clarified about that.
No,
Because, the internet can be crazy. So
Yeah.
just edit
Now,
that part.
get this from me, okay? If Ogechi has anything to do with you on the internet, she must have something to talk about it. Okay? All the while you've seen me all over the internet, have you ever seen me show anybody's nude picture?
Not at all.
Even right in my phone, I know if I browse, I can also get a picture of her own nude. Because on a certain day, she just woke up. She was also on camera on the internet, fighting people. All of a sudden, it's like she decided to go ease herself and she ran into the bathroom and the phone slipped off her hands. That was how she showed her naked pictures on the internet. And Nigeria shakes. So that alone should tell people who follows her about that there's what we call the laws of karma. Whatever you dish out to people out there thinking you are above the law or you can question God or any authority, at the phrase of time, you start paying for them.
Definitely.
You start paying for it. So
Time heals.
she paid a little out of the things she has done before now.
And do you think she's ready to stop with all this?
No, she's not going to stop. Do you expect mad people to repent?
Mm.
Except you.
Mad people can repent actually when they
They
become
can get
normal.
cured.
No.
They can actually.
Haven't
get
you
cured.
seen old people who were once mad, or maybe don't you see that fools also grow old? So
Yeah,
why couldn't they change from their foolishness when they were at the age of 23, 24, 50, 60, till they got to 80?
You lost me there.
All right.
Well, away from that, yes, we had J Park in the studio today, and he also stressed about this Ogechi. I'm aware that you know what's going on between them, the beef, the whole dragon going on between Ogechi and J Park. Ogechi coming to the internet saying a lot of things about J Park. So here's my question: what do you have to say about that? All the things she's putting out there on the internet, are they true? And what's happening?
Okay, for me, people call me the people's governor, Lilayan Dimo. So I will speak from the perspective of hope, sincerity, and justice. If you know all of these things about JPAC and you sealed them till after his wedding, after people attended his weddings and monies were being poured everywhere, gifts everywhere, and just 24 hours after that wedding, you started fighting him.
They were still on honeymoon.
Now, let me tell you this. Enviness is the last class to witchcraft.
Exactly.
When you start envying people, and let me tell you one thing, go and check it everywhere. Go around your house or your street. Go open a little business there. Hence, the business is moving. Somebody's going to copy you and open it.
Definitely. Yeah, that's true.
That's how people do. So, for what happened between she and J Park, I see it as envy, nothing more. Okay?
What exactly is she avian? I want to understand.
Should I say, I have intended asking J Park the next time you bring him to studio. Maybe the next time I'll meet him here on this hot seat, I'll ask him if he has once asked to get you out. Because
all
as far as I know, sometimes ladies do hate you for nothing just because you are not paying the side of the attention they wanted.
They want you to pay.
You understand? So that I also know. So I had wanted to ask J Park such questions and see if
Maybe she was giving him some light. She was telling him she was giving him some green lights.
yes,
And he wasn't kind of
Yes,
you
very
know?
fine to see.
And then it just became like I'm losing, and then she has to strike, to hit back.
yes. Now
That's how I feel. I don't know if I'm
get
right.
this from me. If actually those things she kept saying on the internet that J Park said this, J Park said that, if they were to be true, then the both of them has something more deep that they've not told us. So until they go back and resurrect that particular side and bring it to the picture where we all will understand what the both of you we are discussing. Because before I should open myself to you completely, it means we are having something close to the bed. As a woman.
Mind you, he said she's married.
Married to
And
who?
she's over 50 years.
No, she's not. She's not married to me. She married.
So Ogechi is not. She's not married.
She's not married because a married woman cannot just put up the camera on the internet and abuse hell out of people necessarily. Why the husband would just keep quiet. So I think she has a houseboy.
Oh. That's a big
Okay,
blow.
now let me ask you. Some persons are of the opinion that Ogechi and J-Pac are just pulling stunts to chase clout. What do you make of that?
It is not possible because I initially suspected that, but I had to look closely, deep, and think smart.
Okay.
Because if actually the both of them are having such kind of arrangement to come up on the internet and create a particular scene to chase cloud or thereabouts, I don't think she will touch the wife of J-Pac.
Okay.
Like as I am, if I have any woman tomorrow on the picture and you want to overrun my wife, I'll rip your head off.
You're single. Oh
It's
my
none
God,
of your business.
ladies.
Okay? So you get this from me. If you try to overrun my wife, I'll rip your head off. And what I'm going to do, my reply will not be on the internet. You may be talking on the internet, then my fingers will be doing something on the ground, and I'll make sure. If I don't get you, I get the next person around you. Just
So do you intend coming back to contest for elections again? Do you think?
Yeah, because I've gone back to ask my people around the village. As a matter of fact, after the elections, I had to call my people. The people from Gopal, I called them to my house to appreciate them. And I still ought to share things to them, encourage them, tell them to be strong, because elections are not do or die affair. And one great thing I achieved during the last elections is this. I made sure no blood was shed. And because of me, no matter the love. Like Jepa came to my house the other time, and the crowd, the way people came up to cheer him
Was
up and
overwhelming.
receive him to my house. So from the airport and thereabout. So the question you ask is if I'm going to run for elections again. In 2027, I'll be running for Senate or where zone. And I'll do this because of my people.
You love them so much.
I love them. And anything can go for them.
Okay, in few days from now, we'll be entering December. So do a shout out to your people. Now preparing them for the year-tide season. And then shout out to the Governor's TV.
All right. The best friends I have out there are those people who doesn't have slippers, exercise books to go to school. Those who cannot afford even a square meal. My message goes to them. I feel your pains because I've been there before. At this season, nobody remembers you, and I don't know you in person. I don't know what you're going through. But I want to tell you to be encouraged. I was once like you, and if God can bring us to this level, God can still do it for you. And my prayers to the Governor's TV is the sky will be your starting point. And to every staff, every member of this great team, you are blessed and now awesome, so amazing people. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Sometimes you speak like the pigeon, the Tunisia pigeons. Bring it.
Which one is Tunisia
I should bring
pigeon?
it down.
You've not heard from the
Tunisia pigeon.
pigeons. They do.
So that's what I sound like.
So it takes time to understand you, okay? I am a local child from Mungopala, the middle of a bush, a son of one woman like that, and a humble friend to my dad. So, and the both of them are from the same community. So I have no connection to the United States and even United Kingdom. You see me spend 1 year in UK, no, it's a mistake. It has something must have chased me out of Nigeria. For me, I'm a local child, so when you want to talk to me, you bring it low, so that I can easily understand
You are
you.
proudly local.
I'm a very, very
You are
proud
proudly
bushman.
Local.
Yeah.
All right, so go to our social media platforms on YouTube. You definitely know that you have to check the Governor's TV. Now, this is us using it with this particular term, the Governors. But if you just see the Governor TV and then check it out, we'll be bringing you different personalities, trying to resolve some sagas, and subsequent times, we promise you hot topics, hot gist happening around the Southeast. It's been phenomenal. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Governor Eziokwu.
You're welcome. The Shanamite.
Thank you for coming.